Doctor Who brought me out of my darkest moments of PTSD. Because, they still happen. Right before all this, I was all sitting here shaking like this. And
could you tell us about how you came to discover cosplay as a form of therapy?
For me, it really started with that first convention. Everything was going bad for me, and I had had about a month that me and my kids were homeless. Circumstances wound up being that I was able to afford to go to Anglicon, and I was able to afford to get a hotel because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it without that. There was just no way I'd be able to. I needed that safe space to escape to. I had gone to that first convention to meet Colin Baker, and I remember it took me 5 minutes to get out of the car. I have really severe social anxiety. Get me enclosed by people, and I start to get that claustrophobic feeling. I was literally frozen in fear. But I was like, I can't miss up a chance to meet the doctor. It's got to happen. It took me a little bit, about 5 minutes, but I was able to get myself into my wheelchair. And so that's kind of how I forced myself out into fighting my anxieties.
I really like how you turned that into a more opportunity for your props.
Cosplay forces you to be seen, even if you don't want to, but it's in a way that you don't have to be you. It's up to you how much of you let out. You can just be the character. And most people that are coming up to you and talking to you, that's what they're wanting to talk about. So you don't have to talk about yourself either. But you're getting that interaction and the expression of emotion. Because a lot of times the invisible disabilities are the ones that get overlooked and just kind of well, you're normal. It's no, I'm having a panic attack right now. It's well, what would that look like? You don't have to actually build the costume, but just think about what would that look like if that were a costume. And then David Tennant was coming to Emerald City Comic Con, and I was like, oh gosh, I can't miss that. So my second time competing was actually in the Western Championships of Cosplay.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I was just kind of I remember when I got my acceptance letter, I screamed so loud my mom thought that something was wrong. I was like, ah!
How you feel at Emerald City Comic Con?
This Army veteran is using cosplay to battle her PTSD demons.
Everything that the doctor stands for is just live kindly, love. It's all about doing what you can for those around you to make things better. Stuff gets screwed up. The doctor makes tons of mistakes. That's the other lesson you learn. We're gonna mess up, but as long as you keep going and you work on fixing your mistakes when you make them, then working together is kind of the thing that's gonna get us all through into a better tomorrow.